Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Drops it off for Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Coleman, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's forced out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Irving in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Pushing his way. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
That's fielded in the end zone. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Staying on his feet. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hart. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Coleman now. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now he's flushed out left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
319! 258! All right! Hurry up!
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. That a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now, Barney. Gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. David Irving in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gone. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Comes to me, it's me.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's moving.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Well.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll toss it to Coleman, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14. On the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So we've come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Ingram holds it in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll run it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. No.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, He's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Flushed out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Going underneath, it's Coleman. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the blitz does come. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.